So Saddick, I'll be frank with you.
Yes.
You know, this nice presentation he just made about looking into the future.
Yeah.
I've heard it over and again when we get to this place.
Right.
So I'm asking, how can I trust that it will ever happen? Dima Ismail says, or Ishmael says that, I'm a proud progressive conservative of our country, Ghana. I want everything good. The GFA has a problem, and that's the knee-jerk reactionary attitude. I want them to allow Otuado to work for some time. Ghana can learn from Senegal's glory. Then Eddie Queno says, not only should the Black Stars coach be fired, immediately, I think the entire GFA management should go. I'll read a few more later. But what do you say? And I see you have made a lot of notes.
I'm just trying to... Sandy makes a point of Angola coach. Some of your texts are talking about how the Angolan coach, Aliou Cisse, Senegal. And I blame Ghanaians, all of us. Something, we have become too focused on the Black Stars. So when you talk about the real challenges that culminate in the Black Stars failure, people don't even understand. So they just see the Black Stars playing. That's where everybody's heart is. And unless and until the Black Stars, there's a problem with the Black Stars, nobody finds fault with our football. The Angolan coach was appointed 8 years ago to start from under 17. He has been building his team from Angola under 17 to under 20 before he proved himself to coach the national team. This is a group of players he has built substantially. Aliou Cisse was first an assistant for 3 years to the under 23, qualified them for the Olympic Games before he proved that he can coach.
You don't see a plan in Ghana?
No. Knee-jerk, emotions, power play. Look at the appointment of coaches and management committee members. You see, Henry mentioned, and he alludes, and I have to give to him that he accepts the fact that there is, in Ghana, the conflict of interest situation, real and perceived, both exists in large volumes at the FA. He says that how far can you go with the interventions you make? Something. Can you imagine that the English national team coach, 4 years after he's been sacked, says he makes a list of players, 23, presents it to the FA after acceptance. When it is published, there is a player that he's not invited in the squad. And this is not investigated in this country. Black Stars, not under 12, not under 15, not under 2. C.K. Akono has said he presented the squad.
Yeah, I heard him.
That's, I am the Black Stars coach. I have given the squad of players we have accepted. Then I give the squad to the FA to publish that this is the list of, not the intervention stage, not the collaboration stage. Then when the squad is published, there is a player, he says, I did not invite this player. We did not investigate that. He has come back again to say there is a real mess in terms of the way the FA interferes with head coaches. If you want to believe in this system, Najib comes to say, the president of the FA wanted me to play for, it's an allegation. Yabwa Tinjan has made this. There are several calls of this to journalists that we know sometimes you can't put them out. But we have to accept that the FA president owns about 6-7 teams. And if I'm not mistaken, that's under his belt, clubs that he used to run before he became the FA, and more after that. People close to him have clubs. And the call-ups, you can forget about the Black Stars and say, no player from the FA president club. Even the appointment to the technical teams, the backroom staff of teams, is so tainted. If we don't accept this, and you come and tell me there is future, I may not trust the same association that relieved Kwesi Appiah, that brought in Milo, that relieved CK, that brought in Otuado, that relieved Otuado, brought in Chris Hilton, brought Otuado back again, to say they are constituting another meeting to bring in a coach. The defect is with the appointing body. And they don't accept that these issues of conflict of interest, the politicization, the enmity amongst the football people. I want to end on this point that Honorable Bawa makes. And Samson, if we want to take our football serious, in 2004, when we failed to qualify, we brought in fresh legs, players who we had trained from under 17 to under 20. They had played at the World Cup twice. There was Derek Boateng, Michael Essien, John Mensah, John Pinstall, Razak Pimpong, Adukwe Papu. All these players, Suleiman Tari, they had played in the under 17 World Cup, under 20 World Cup. So the progression, the transition, you could see that we have failed to qualify, but there is future. They took us for 12 to 15 years. In 2008, we promoted a list of players. So you have two options when your national team fails. Either to, this is exclusive to Africans, to go for the under 20 team or under 17, or to go for your domestic players. Ghana doesn't have those two options now. So which players are going to transition into the new team? So my point is that it is not an issue of Otuado, even though I believe that Otuado is not the right man now from what players we have spoken to. He's lost the dressing room. We have to accept. But the problem goes deeper than just alluding to the blame to the coach. The Ghana Football Association is a problematic institution, and the 122 members there are supposed to make a deep inquisition into their affairs before we change any other thing around the team.
Prince Henry Nkoforidia says, the fact is Keto Kreku's leadership has been miserable and disastrous. In a serious state, the entire GFA leadership will resign the very day they fail to qualify the Black Stars to the next AFCON. But here we are, seeing them justifying their abysmal performance. Erosa Ofair, if GFA employs qualified coaches to fill the gap and allow them to work without any interference, then Black Stars will work again. All right, thanks for those messages. Of course, I have...